have any fears? Yes, I have many fears, but a lot of people have many fears. So it's like the little things about not being perfect or not having something go your way that scares me. Also, death.
Well, fears of what? Like failing or love? No, I really don't.
Walking down a block and it's a whole bunch of people, you probably cross the street, like that type of fear. But nothing like cats or anything. Like I don't have any of those types of fears. I fear like real life stuff. Like more worry, I guess.
Dogs.
Yes, I have several fears. I guess like the common one, I don't like rodents. I like freak out if I see a rat or a mouse. I like scream and run down the street. I don't like it. I don't know why. I don't know where it started. Maybe from like the Princess Bride, they had that huge like rat hamster thing. And ever since then, I feel like I just think they're really, really like creepy.
What's one thing that scares you about love? I think knowing somebody for a long amount of time and not knowing what the outcome could be still. Like I've been in a situation where I was with somebody for about 7 years and in the end it's like this person is not who I thought they were the whole time that I was with them. So I think that's just a little scary for me.
That's the one thing that would scare me about love is also, like Essence said, just not knowing what the other person is capable of or what they might do. Like you could be thinking you're having a great time with someone and then they just stop talking to you. I mean, it happens, but that's kind of scary. Like you never really do know. But I guess the other part of it is that like if you have confidence in your relationship, like everything's cool.
Not being loved back.
Like romantic love doesn't exist because I've not experienced it. So I'm afraid that it just won't happen for me.
I think just the idea of like what that means, the idea of like being too in love and being like attached, because if you love then you can like get hurt, and it, you know, you want to have the ultimate love, but that means that the harder you love, the harder it is when you fall out of love or when something happens. So I'd just be scared about like of love existing and what that can mean, how like dangerous that is to your heart and your mind.
What are you afraid to show other people when you first meet them? I'm not really afraid to show any part of myself. Like you either like it or you don't. So I'm pretty much me. Like I'm more low key, but and then like it just takes time for me to get to know people. But I don't think I really am trying to hold something back. Like oh no, I don't want to run this person away, so or scare them away or anything. Like that's fine. You either like me or you don't.
I show them the real me. So there's no being afraid.
I don't think I'm afraid, but I just don't like letting people know everything about me. I don't feel like everything is for everybody. And I guess you don't really know people's intentions also.
Everything, maybe. I can be really shy at first for a while, and even once I start to know people, I don't really open up to them in different ways because I feel like, you know, I moved a lot, or people move, or things happen, or people pass away, and I don't feel like I want to get too comfortable. So I'm always afraid to even just be myself all the way because I feel like what's the point, or you know, it might just be awkward because it just not, I don't know where it's going to go, like a friendship or whatever, or a relationship. So I just kind of, I don't know, just afraid to like be myself at first.
I'm afraid to be too myself when I first meet people because they might get turned off by it because not everyone finds it charming. So
can you live a happy life fearing things like rejection? Do no's stifle you? I think you can live a happy life. Most people have a fear of rejection and they can be happy. It's no one like wants to be rejected, but you just kind of have to like respect the curve. If everything isn't for you, you think it might be, but then you kind of realize that you like dodged a bullet a lot of the times, or the things that you like didn't seem to care about in a person, eventually you realize like how trash they were in different ways. So you usually get over it. I think if you get rejected by someone or something that you really wanted, if you just wait long enough, you realize that you didn't really want it like you thought you did, or you didn't really need it.
I don't think you can live a happy life letting rejection stop you from, you know, pursuing anything. Like everybody gets curved, everybody gets rejected, like whether it's a job, a guy, a girl, you know, anything. Like your apartment, it's always going to be something that you will get the answer no to. But I also think, like, no's don't stifle me. Like, you just got to keep it pushing. Like, that's life. Like, you're going to get no's. You'll get 1,000 no's. And, like, mad guesses, too. Life goes on.
For me, I don't really fear rejection. Like, I feel like just go for things. Like, things are not going to be on your side, like, all the time. So, rejection. This person says no, there's so many people out here for you to choose from. So, you might even, you know, just go for what you want. If it happens, it happens, and great. And if not, move on to the next person.
Not at all. I continue on with life.
I've been rejected a lot, so yeah, no's don't stifle me, I guess, because you can always do something else.
Does fear motivate or discourage you? I feel like my fear for certain things is a little discouraging, I think. Yeah, I think it's a little discouraging. I don't think I've moved past that step yet. So certain things I still haven't done because I'm a little afraid to do them, and that's terrible. But yeah, anything else I'm completely open to, like completely motivated to do everything else. But it's just certain things. I think the things that are like closest to me, I'm afraid because I don't know the outcome. So yeah, that's what it is.
It motivates me to prove to people that I can do it.
Both. It kind of discourages me because I can tend to overanalyze, so I might spend a lot of time like worrying, but at the same time, that also gives me like, it makes me want to just prepare more. So when I'm scared about something, I really like look it up.
No, yeah, I guess a little bit of both. Because then you have the fear of like, what if I don't do this, and if I've done this, it would have been something worthwhile. But then if you get over the initial fear, that is a good source of motivation.
Honestly, fear does discourage me. Like, I hate that stupid saying that's like, oh, like, I'm scared of my own success, or like stuff like that. But it's really true. Like, you could be fearful of like the possibility, which will in turn discourage you from even trying. Like, I know I have some personal goals to reach that I just haven't, just because like I'm scared of the results, but that could also be an excuse. So I don't know.
What are you afraid of?
Something that's really scary to me is
Senior year of high school.
There was a time.
I don't know if this is true.
the first time you actually get really drunk. It's scary because you don't know how you're supposed to feel, and you don't know if you're like reacting to something weird.
I see a big rat run across, you know, on 16th Street.
And he said I went crazy. He never saw me cry before that, and he said I went crazy.
And I was just thinking like, I'm probably gonna die.
Then I was scared.
Wow! What was that?
And then you realize it's not that bad.
And
I'm not afraid of anything.